It's Week 7 of the National Football League, where we'll see a couple of teams who joined the league in 1950. It's the 49ers and the Browns, under the lights on Thursday night.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks, standing at 6'5".
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete. And it's 2nd down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Levis to throw off play action.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that ball to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call by defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Levis.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
Still going.
Touchdown, 49ers. Josh Jacobs,
his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
he hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Levis on 3rd down.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now Hill to return it.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 17-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that one.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Now Levis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Hill on the return. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Now Purdy. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Levis looking to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Levis. That is caught.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27.
Levis, quick completion out wide.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers 24-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3rd down and 7.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And he returns this to the 22.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And Purdy's throw going to be taken in by Ayuk.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll...
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Levis back to throw.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
They were the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Here's Braden Mann now.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On third down, it's Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, San Francisco.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
106 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
He's 60-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Cleveland offense making their way out. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
Levis to throw it. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Levis from the gun.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it.
And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted, So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Purdy looking to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Here's Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
CeeDee Lamb.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Levis work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw off play action.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. So we have have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some good games to look forward to in the early window, especially the one in Baltimore. A big one coming up for the Ravens as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the New Orleans Saints. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Bucks. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
121 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
They go with Jacobs. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So a big play there on fourth, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Levis in trouble, down he goes. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right, that O-line, they got to protect him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Now Levis.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Play action. Now Purdy. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Now Purdy.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth.
Second down, here's Levis.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Browns on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is third down and 12.
Working from the gun, here's Levis.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
The 49ers settling in for their next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
Drops it off for Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Levis.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow,
and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Brian Burns in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
That's out to Chubb, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll try again with Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Here's Levis.
Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it 24-13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense.
They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Purdy.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Counter play with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
This is 1st and 10. Levis to throw.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Purdy on 3rd down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So now the Browns down by 11, 65 seconds remaining. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. Finding Washington.
They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Levis.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Levis.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So the victory here for San Francisco.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for